Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and Emerald Dream, which launches next Tuesday into the Emerald Dream, has already seen kind of a balance change. Not really, apparently, but it sure feels that way. It cost me some games on my brawls today, I have to say, and it's all in regards to a card I apparently have no idea how to say. Shaladrassel? I have no idea. Somebody top comment, whatever, let me know how to pronounce that card. But it's the new 7 mana nature spell. You get all the Awakens cards, the Dream cards, or if you corrupt it, you know, you play a card that's more expensive, you get the corrupted versions. And yeah, they've changed a way to make this card significantly worse in the way it was at least interacting in theory crafting in the beginning of the brawl. We're gonna go over that as there was a recent hotfix that went live in Hearthstone, as well as, yeah, some other changes to keep you guys up to date. And of course, we still have our giveaway going on for 3 paid tavern passes out of my pocket to enter that giveaway. Like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until Tuesday when that expansion goes live, I'll add another tavern pass. And dude, you guys are crazy. We're like 700 subs away, I think, already to the next. Like, we can hit that. It would be incredible as we are on that road to 100,000 subs. It could happen this year. So who knows? So yeah, hit that sub button. Make me go broke. So again, this new card, neutral legendary card, I played it a lot in theory crafting and brawl, felt really good. And I have the signature version, that's why I'm showing this one, but it doesn't show the related cards, which is really annoying. But there was this hotfix that went live, and it's really frustrating, at least to me. I feel like it's a mistake what they've done. By the way, shout out to Vironeer for the way they have these patch notes now, or at least in the blue pages, is really nice. So I can ignore all the battleground stuff. If you do want to check out all the battlegrounds changes, this post will be linked down in the description below. So yeah, we have bug fixes and game improvements. So let's skip straight to the one that upsets me. Then we'll go over the other stuff, right? Because again, I think the other stuff is a lot more minor. We have this note of Shaladrassel. I don't know. I'll read the comment and probably still butcher it later. Is correctly putting the cards generated into hand in a random order. The way the card worked before was it would basically put it in the same order every time. It would start with the 0 mana spells and move up to the more expensive stuff. So you get the 0 mana ones are really good. You can just always get that sap or the buff, and then you can have Awakens, the AoE, which is really nice. So again, those are really good to hit early. Now, if you only have room for 4 or 3 cards, you don't know what you're gonna get. It's completely random. And the reason I find this frustrating is to work for this card is a 7 mana spell. You gotta corrupt it to get the good stuff. And for all that, you might whiff. I had a game on my brawl today where I needed sap. It's the only one I needed. If I got it, I won. If I missed it, I'm dead. I can get 4 cards in my hand. What do you think happened, right? So I lost. It didn't feel very good. And I don't know, just adding more random doesn't feel great. And it's not even really in great flavor with the Dream cards, where we take a look at the Ysera, right? The one they added to the core set, like halfway through Hearthstone's life almost, when they made the new core set that was made. That Ysera always puts the Dream cards in your hand in the same way. It was the exact same as it worked with Shaladrassel here, right? Where the 0 mana into the more expensive. So yeah, that's a considerable change to the card, but it's not technically a change. As I did ask the devs and all of that, that's just the way they intend it for work. That's the way they want it to work. That is the way they're trying to, I guess they feel maybe be too strong, be too like OP, I guess, if it was always consistent. And it's something that they could consider changing in the future if the card does underperform, or, you know, they feel like, yeah, maybe that would be better. They want to go with it this version. That's why they specifically said is correctly, right? They're saying it's correctly. They're being very, very clear that this is intended. So I felt really bad about it playing ladder. It felt way worse in my hand, and we'll have to see how it goes when it launches of the set. But overall, obviously, I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm biased. I like slow, greedy crap. And again, it's another neutral sap. I had a viewer telling me, well, do you want another card that just punishes things? But I'm like, it's 7 mana. Like, I gotta work for this. I gotta play it in my deck. It's so hard. Wah, Zeddy. Anyways, so yeah, that's like probably the major biggest thing, but there were a lot of other bug fixes in this hotfix patch. There'll probably be like another patch that goes, like the balance patch is usually 2 weeks after the expansion goes live. So maybe we'll have more changes with that. There might be another hotfix next week. Anyways, let's take a look. What big changes we had, like Verdant Dream Saber's attack animation doesn't play multiple times anymore. Woo. That's something. That's a pretty big deal. But this one, I actually had a lethal today because this change happened, which was actually relevant, which is Blessing of the Wisp and some other hero powers now should correctly scale with Prophet Velen, the OG priest card. And why is that relevant? Well, Wisp Mage might actually want to run Champions of Azeroth, which I played a lot in the Brawl. It was pretty good because you can get Velen and Bran, both of which are really good. Velen with your hero power, Bran with the Cena, and yeah, now it works. It doubles the damage, not the wisps. It doubles the damage of that hero power, so that works. And I did have a lethal today with that Velen. I might put out a wisp gameplay video later today. It'll be our last one before the expansion launch. I think we got the Brawl gameplay covered, but it was Wisp Mage. It's pretty cool, and yeah, we had some pretty cool lethals with that. So yeah, that's a pretty cool change. Minion shuffled into the deck by Raza the Resealed. Now that, you know, it shuffles minions, should have correct stats now. Apparently it wasn't giving the correct stats. Anything else? Oh yeah, this one's funny. Aria Chanter, if you've been playing the Brawl, you might have noticed it was in the core set. It was also there in Theory Crafting. Not meant to be there. They banned it quickly and now it's gone. So clearly a card they were thinking of putting in there and decided against it. And I just have to think of like Mark missing out on all these combos in Standard. Minions which have summon when drawn now retain dark gifts when discovered by Nightmare Lord Xavius. Created signature cards with the Sweet Dreams Dark Gift are now playable. What a weird bug. Humul Rune Totem is not revealed anymore when drawn. Apparently, if you just drew Humul, it would show your opponent you drew him. Weird. So that's gone. They fixed an issue with Sandbox Scoundrel. No idea what that is. Frost Tyrant is now correctly summoned into play when drawn by Nightmare Lord Xavius' battle cry. I don't even remember what Frost Tyrant is. I'll put it there so you know what it is, right? Jump Scare is not revealed, revealing the shuffled cards to the opponent in history tile anymore. Tradable does cost mana on the Black Knight now. They did fix that. Druid cards are correctly counted for the in-game event. Very timely as it's almost over. Corrected Soulbreaker effect with Falric in play. Oh yeah, Falric. We can't even play that anymore. We can't play that yet. I don't think it's even generatable. So I guess that they just know that in there. And by the way, Falric will go live on Tuesday. We haven't even been able to test that. That's a new core set only Deathlight card. We did talk about that in the core set video. You get the copy of the card when you play Mimicry and overdraw a card when you overdraw a card for your opponent. Hemet Jungle Hunter will now correctly destroy all cards. So apparently it wasn't destroying barrels of sludge. And we do have a couple more Battlegrounds things here. So yeah, pretty hefty hotfix, and yeah, effectively a nerf to a card that I don't know, I really liked, and now it feels a lot worse. Although the signature still untouched, still amazing. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what you guys think about in the comments below. I may have a Wisp gameplay video later today. If not, we'll have more gameplay once the expansion goes live. And tomorrow we'll have our expansion guide. Everything you need to do to get ready for that Tuesday launch, get the maximum value out of everything, and stop and hold your quests, all that stuff. You'll want to tune in to get the maximum rewards and all that. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.